My Sheila. What is going on? A little bit of oxygen, that's all. Oh. Hello. Hi. I'll go back to it. No, it's not. I keep forgetting to charge it. I need to charge it. I need to finish that, but stupid. The YouTube is loading and loading, and I'm trying to watch this show when I don't even know if I want to finish after what I saw on TikTok. Now I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm mad. Oh, it's Happy Gilmore. It says just tap it in. It's a Happy Gilmore. I don't even know if I want to watch it after what I saw. Now I'm pissed. I am distraught. I'm angry. Each Mexico don't have beach. Are we back? I just paid my phone bill. It's the area, the Wi-Fi's not good. I haven't been doing my skincare, but I'm device overheating, view cooling tips. My device is not overheating. It slightly is. How does it know that? Like, that's kind of creepy. I didn't go to the beach. I went to the river. To the lake, actually. A man-made lake. A little bit of oxygen is all we need. I'm not going to fix my hair because I didn't do anything all day, so I don't need to fix it. Thank you. Anyways, guys, I wore my new bathing suit, and I don't know. I don't like it. Slightly, just a little bit. It felt like my butt was hanging. But it's okay. It's okay. I gotta get used to it. I was just like freaking out. Just oh, well, I already know. No. There's one bar because I have stupid prepaid. My prepaid service, I can't upgrade unless I pay $1,000. You got $1,000 to pay? I don't. I'm mad too. I'm angry at the show. I'm angry at Netflix. I'm mad. I'm about to flip the table. I'm just kidding. No. No, I'm angry. I'm just kidding. I'm okay, but I'm mad. It's a show that someone was watching and I said I would watch it. And it's like a queer dating show, right? But why did I go search on TikTok like a dummy and found out that now Netflix is homophobic? Bruh. Now do I even want to watch the show? Do I even want to finish? Like, what the? We finally, I was like, finally a show. And the and two other people from the show said that when the NDA, they said, you know how they're doing like that trend that's like the Netflix documentary where they're like getting ready to tell my story. Well, two of them was like when the NDA is up and we're getting ready to tell our story to Netflix. I was just like, and then one of the other girls was like, yeah. So they cut it. I even want to finish. I'm gonna finish. I have to. Uh, I know it's the stupid data thing, which is crazy, and I'm blocking you. But yeah. How does this happen to me? How do I get excited for something and then find out that Netflix is homophobic? You know what? I'll watch it. And so one of the people from the dating shows said that they're homophobic and they're not going to make any more queer dating shows. I'm like, bruh. So I don't know. I want to continue the show though because I gotta finish for the plot. Bruh. I don't know. They were like, well, I don't know. Well, it's on Netflix, but they said they were homophobic because they cut the show and they said we're not lines. Our relationships are I have a green screen for safety reasons. Wow. Are you kidding me? No, you can't visit me. That's kind of creepy. A little bit of oxygen is all we need. Now I got that in my head. No, I'm gonna keep it. Oh, Lord. Now it's just like... So you can go 2 hours away, you can't see your mom. Who said I could go 2 hours away anywhere? I don't have a ride. I'm not the one who got a ride. And I can't ask someone to take me somewheres because I have to pay for gas. I don't have money because I paid my storage and my phone bill. I don't have a ride. I wasn't the one who paid for a ride to get to the lake. Ooh, it's just so funny. So I'm a freeloader. First of all, a freeloader would be someone... A freeloader would be someone expecting a ride somewhere and not paying gas. Do you know how much that panty mount was? And besides, I'm not spending money to not be able to see my mom. I've already explained that. Thank you for the gifts. No, that's creepy. I don't be with people I don't know. Oh, Lord, excuses, all you got. Okay, AJ, whatever. A little bit of oxygen. Want a haircut. Every time I get more than what I asked for. No, I'm not going to admit something that is not true. Like, that's weird. Hey, a little bit of oxygen is all we need. Does anyone know how AJ's mom is? Because it's like, why are you asking other people? Girl, you don't have to be ashamed, man. Don't you? I'm your girl. You're my girl. We your girls. Don't you know that we love you? I'm not gonna say I told you so. But anyways, like I was gonna say, now you looking. I know from, well, not from experience. Well, yeah, because there is something I recently saw from someone that wanted to make someone feel sorry for them, feel bad, put on a show so they could feel, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, like, and that's what she wanted her to say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. Nah, look at that. That does look like it's, maybe she's genuinely hurt, but then again, I don't think she is. I think she just wants that girl. I don't decide shit. She ain't gonna be able to see that girl with other people. She's gonna be affected. I'm just saying. I don't look older than my mother. Why are you just lying? It's forced hate at this point. You love that couple. Why? because of the area I'm in. Oh, my neck. Well, I don't meet people that I don't know. My neck hurts, guys. A little bit of oxygen is all we need. I did not. Why are we using a green screen? For safety. Huh. Of course I am. No. I don't know. Anyways. Hope you get better. I am better. My neck hurts, but no. Besides that, there's this show that I'm watching, and oh man, I just found some stuff. I don't know. I'm like, it's eye rolling time. Thank you for the gifts. Cause how was no one gonna tell? Never mind. From H Bling? No. Okay. No what? What are you trying to say? We will give you a change of heart. You? What? A little bit of oxygen is all we need. Yes, I paid my phone bill. It's because I'm on prepaid service. If people are using the data, it'll run slow. Or if you're in a certain area where the data doesn't reach well, it'll run slow. That's why I need Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi's down. A little bit of oxygen is all we need. Yes, they even raised $6,000 off of my story. They literally, and I know it's a bunch of trolls that donated. They literally, $6,000. That's not good for them. My brother needs to get buried. My brother needs to get buried. What? That's not good at all. That's... If he was there, they wouldn't have kept him. Like, I'm trying to do the best that I can, but I don't got $4,000. And unless someone's willing to pay, then nobody's gonna help me raise $4,000. I've already made like several GoFundMe's and they just keep getting taken down. I want him to get buried because that's what my mom wants. Why do you say, and she wants him buried too? Because my mom wants him buried where his grandmother is at, and I want to fulfill her wishes. So why are you acting like wanting someone buried is asking for too much? That is really weird. You're trying to tell me what. Oh, and now she wants him buried. Oh, so ungrateful. She's asking for all these things. God forbid I want my brother buried so people don't steal him from my apartment, because that's what you would love. I'm not going to be able to leave anywhere without comfortably wondering if someone's going to break into my place and steal him. You're weird as heck. And the place he's at got security, so... I mean, people are weird. They will steal someone's ashes. I'm trying to fulfill my mom's wishes. Something you wouldn't know about. When I get an apartment, I wouldn't feel safe leaving him in an apartment. I heard of this lady her son's ashes got stolen. It was a little boy. And this was here in New Mexico, and they stole his ashes. Like, I don't trust people. People do weird things. You ever heard of Ed Gein? You ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? You ever seen the horror movies based off of Ed Gein? Yeah. He went to cemeteries and dug people up. He's a grave digger. But there are people crazy. They will find where you live. They will steal somebody. And they will go. I don't trust people. I'm not going to trust people. Well, whatever his name is. Ed Gein. Whatever. It still doesn't matter. People are creepy. People are crazy, okay? We shouldn't know about necrophilia, but we do. Necrophilia is a real thing. Why do you think Marilyn Monroe's body went missing for 10 minutes? She didn't go missing for 10 minutes for nothing. Like, yeah, Marilyn Monroe's body went missing for 10 minutes. Do you want to know something? That men are creepy. Like, people are weird. Necrophilia is sleeping with dead bodies. People sleep with dead bodies. Like, there's been reports of people, right, that have passed away because another person unalived them, and then the reports find out that that person had with the body after they were not living. Like, people are weird. Like, this isn't something new. And then the guy that's buried, two of the most disgusting men are buried or in with Marilyn Monroe. You have Hugh Hefner on the bottom. If you look up Hugh Hefner and look up everything about Hugh Hefner, Playboy Bunny, you'll know everything you need to know about Hugh Hefner. He's a whole creepo. And then you got a guy that's on top of Marilyn Monroe that's entombed face down. He's facing her face down. Why would some man want to be face down on top of Marilyn Monroe is weird to me. Why do you want to be on top of, entombed with someone facing them face down? That's just... And then you got Hugh Hefner on the bottom. Oh, yeah. It does matter. That's creepy. And Hugh Hefner is a whole creepo. I mean, look. Any man that wants multiple women, then you just gotta... Like, hello. Now I got that stupid song stuck in my head because I heard it. Because I went into... because I said people are creepy. And that's why I don't trust leaving my brother's ashes if we get a place, because someone will break in and steal him. It went into people being creepy. I don't even know you. So yeah, that's why. Good oxygen is all you need. I talk about anything, I really don't care. Yeah, that's what I told Nova. Huggies or Pampers. Oh, that is so funny. I mean, it's true, he likes to wear diapers. Which one's better? Women should be feminism. Does that make any sense? Do you believe women should be feminism? Like, that makes no sense, the question you're trying to ask. I do really talk about anything, because I'm not afraid to talk about everything. And anything. Why should I be afraid? Yeah, because he pisses in his diapers and continues to wear them. And then says he can't do that because it's too expensive to sit in a pee diaper, because the amount of times he would have to change his diaper if he peed in it would be costly. Why are we talking about peeing? I didn't pee in no bed. He peed in diapers. Nova, he said he likes to sit in piss diapers. That's what he said on his Discord. And he said that he couldn't do that because it's too expensive. Of course it's expensive. Do you know the amount of times he would have to change? Because he can only sit in it for so long before he starts getting some sort of rash. And then at that point, you know, bruh. Like, that's weird in of itself. And he sucks on binkies. So... Are you taking those boss daughter videos seriously? I'm not part of the mafia. Those are funny boss daughter videos. I never said I was part of the real mafia. It's a comedy. It's meant to be funny. Nowhere did I say I was really part of that. I don't want any association with that. And actually, someone told me, because okay. No, don't call me stupid, okay? Might be a little bit. But someone was like, the mafia is real. And then I was like, no, the mafia ended a long time ago. Because I thought when the Al Capone era, I thought that's when the mafia had ended. Was, you know, like Al Capone. They're like, no, the mafia still exists. Like, duh. No, the mafia doesn't exist. And they were like, yeah, it still does. And I was like, oh, I'm stupid. My brain was not working that day. And I was like, those are just funny satirical videos. I'm not really part of the mafia. Like, I would never claim to be part of something that I'm not. Hello? They come for you. That's nothing to joke about. I would definitely not joke about that. How attractive do I think I am? I don't even know. Like, I wouldn't. No, like, in a sense, well, not joke about it, but I mean, like, in a sense of saying that I am a part of that when I'm not. Like, that's something that you don't go around claiming. Like, those are videos, like, yeah, it is being funny, but that's not me actually believing that I'm a part of that. There's a difference. If I was going around saying I'm a part of that, that's really gonna get me. Like, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Like some people will say they're a part of a gang or just jokes, and people knows those are made to be funny videos. Those are not like me saying, "Oh, I really am a part of this." People could tell the difference. Like if you don't know the difference, then you got issues. You're worried for my well-being. Well, I'm good. It is satire. I'm not trying to claim to be a part of something I'm not. People already knows that, so no. I didn't choose to take a road trip. I didn't decide to take that road trip. That was not my idea. My life is sad. Oh, it's so sad. I went to the lake yesterday. I'm so sad. My back itches. Sorry. Girl, why are you... Girl, are you saying right now like you're explaining into so much? I'm not explaining. I just said they're jokes. That's all. I didn't choose to go. Does it look like I have a choice? I don't think so. So, okay. Yeah, I got into the lake. It wasn't even that deep. I didn't go to the deep end. Oh, heck no. I would have drowned. Yes, I'm a grown adult. First of all, if I'm in a place and I refuse to go somewhere, I gotta get out. I don't know if you know that. Yes, I'm a grown adult, but I'm not gonna choose to live under a bridge because you want me to. Well, I can't show my swimsuit's still wet. We need to get a washer because the washer's broken and I gotta wash my swimsuit. I would take a screenshot from Temu and show you, but then TikTok will say I'm trying to sell outside the app. If you look up red swimsuit, it's a red swimsuit on Temu that has like this. It has like a cropped cover up. I thought it was a full shirt. It's not. It's cropped, and it says like cherry, something cherries or something on it, and it has, and then it's like a red top and red bottoms. I got a pink one that's coming that looks like pink denim. Yeah. I can't show you because my thing is wet. My swimsuit's wet. Get it, and then I will show you. But yeah, I have to wash it because our washer's broken, so I can't wash anything. So Someone has said something, and yeah. What do you mean? It's not that bad. Look, once you see it, you will see it's not. Okay, ready? It's still kind of slightly wet because, like, yeah, I gotta wash it, but it comes with this cover up. It's like a cropped cover up. And it's cherries, and it says, "Have a nice day." I think it says, "Happy, have a nice day." But it says cherries. And it says, "Happy, have a nice day." It's a cover up. It's like cropped. Then, oh, just do that. I'll pick it up when I can. There's this. Obviously, you can tell it's wet because I have to wash it, but there's this. It's like a halter, and you just tie it like that. Anyways, and then you tie it in the back. And then these, which, yeah, it's wet, guys. It's wet. I know. I just gotta, like, I know. So it goes like this. So you wear it like, I'm not putting it on, guys. I need to wash it. It needs to be washed. Anyways. So, yeah. You like it? I like it too. I don't know. I felt like they were, but someone said that it was okay. I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I'm like, ugh, I just was a little self-conscious, if I'm being honest. A lot of self-conscious. I was very conscious. It was cute. I think it was. I just gotta wash it so I'm ready for when I go swimming somewhere. I don't know. The next swimming. I have a pink one that's coming. I couldn't decide between which one I wanted, so I got both. It's not that bad, okay? Like, it's not really revealing, so you ain't gotta worry. No, I didn't take, well, no, I didn't take any pictures. I was going to, but then I couldn't, so I was like, no. Yes, because Timu sizing is different for plus sizes, so yeah. So yeah, of like what normally like a text is what I saw. Is off. So yeah. So yeah, I connected to the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi's off. I did the airplane mode to see if that would work, because sometimes that works. Well, I don't really care. Like, goodbye. I didn't decide to go on a road trip. I just literally explained. Like, do I have to say it? You need to leave. A face nobody could love. Cool. I didn't know that. Yes, it was a free trip. I didn't pay for anything. Why are you asking if it's a free trip? I didn't decide to do anything. It's either I decide to do it, which I didn't decide. It's either I go or I go live under a bridge. You decide. You decide. What game is that from? Choose your character. You decide. Why would I want to live under a bridge? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Then I really won't see my mom at that point. Then my mom really won't see me because she won't make it. She'll have a heart attack because of her high blood pressure. You just really want my mom to die, don't you? That's what you guys really want. I don't know why any of the audio like things are not working. It's probably because I don't have enough space. So if you're sending the gift point or gift coins, yeah, thank you. There we go. Now it's working. I didn't say I wanted my mom to pass away. You said that. Don't put words into my mouth. You're over here telling me that I'm supposed to just cause her to have problems because I'm under a bridge. Like, she knows why I can't visit her. I've already explained that. Well, go ahead. She's not living with me. She's in a shelter. You could do whatever you want, Fly Jai. I really don't care. They're not gonna see that I did anything. Go ahead. What are they gonna do? Nothing. And you know what? It's a good thing that you called them because I'm going to tell them the way that the shelter's treating her. So thank you. I'm going to let them know. Thanks for helping me. I'm a danger to her well-being? How am I a danger to her well-being if she's not living with me? Wait till they hear my plans. Because I'm not telling the internet. And when they hear what I had to say, you're going to be in trouble for wasting resources. Trust me. Falsely calling on someone is crazy. And when I tell them, wait, just wait, you're going to get in trouble. So, I'm not going to see BTS. I don't have the money. Why are you asking what BTS show I'm going to? None. I don't got money for that. No, because I'm going to tell them the truth. And when they hear the truth, you're just going to get in trouble for lying. What did I eat? Food that I brought, which was a peanut butter sandwich and some chips. I don't got money. Go ahead. Tell people to call. That's not going to work. I got people that works in the city that will advocate for me, so I mean, you could do that, but it ain't gonna be good. I'm a tattletale? I mean, it's not tattletaling. They're gonna know, right? I have to explain to them that I'm getting harassed on social media. They need to know why they're coming here. They know somebody called them. I'm not stupid. I know who it was because that person said they called them. Like, it's not tattletaling. They gotta know why they're being called. All I gotta say is, hey, look, I'm getting harassed. And now all I have to do, thank you. Because I'm gonna show them all the messages that you said about my mom. And all the death threats we've been getting and everything else because I've got proof. Call them. I really don't care. And then I'm going to notify them last time about how one of their employees treated my mom. So thank you. You're doing me a solid. Like, do you think that's going to work? The city is helping to get me housing, me and my mom. So if I was harming my mom, they wouldn't be helping me. Like, I've got people to back me up. And not people that works for Adult Protective Services. Because let's get that 100% clear. Because I don't need people calling saying, she's got people that work for y'all. So be careful. Like, you could go say that all you want and do this. But that's not what I mean. Actual people that has proof to back up that I'm not trying to hurt my mom. Like, people that will help the truth. Not lies, the truth. Because I know people are going to go over and say, she's got people that works in Adult Protective Services. That's not what I'm talking about. I think we both know. So let's not. It ain't gonna work. Gotta get ready and get into bed too. I don't have a pimple on my face. Not anywhere. Not now. I have this mole, which I never had that came about. I don't care much about her because she's in a shelter. I can't afford, like, the living. No, sorry, it's onion. I hate the smell of onion. I don't like onion. I hate the smell of onion. I didn't have any hot dogs. I literally just said that I had a sandwich. A peanut butter sandwich with chips. And I had some M&Ms. A little bit of oxygen is all we need. Got that stupid song stuck in my head. How's life going? Alright, I guess. I can't complain. Things free. Especially, you have to understand, if someone's living rent free, why are they gonna provide that? You're living rent free, so you shouldn't have any bills to pay. Which means you should be able to afford those things. Like, hello, use your common sense. Wait, my stomach is hurting. Honda Civic. I didn't have a Honda Civic. It was a Honda Accord, I think, not a Civic. You didn't have a Honda Civic. No, I'm not at Joy Junction. Joy Junction doesn't help people. I've already said that. Joy Junction only helps families, not people. She's doing good. A lot of these places aren't helping people, they're helping families. A little bit of oxygen. There's like regular people, I mean like people that are not families. Like if you're not a family, they're not helping you. I'm not even giving any information on my location. I just leave junction and see if I'm there. And then it's gonna end up like the last place where they say she's not here, she's never been here. Like, okay. I know people have spies in Albuquerque. I'm not stupid. You're always catching me somewhere, filming me. Hello? I waited till I left the place to post. Whenever I go somewhere, I don't post when I'm there. I wait till I leave. I'm not an idiot. I know how things work. Whenever I go out somewhere to an outing or I go out doing something, I don't post till after. And when I'm around certain people, I don't film at all for reasons. Like if I'm with someone that I know, I won't film around. But if it's somebody that's okay with me filming, yeah. But if it's somebody that's not, then no. And I definitely won't post it till after I left. So, because some people don't want to be on social media, and I don't. Thank you for the rose. And I don't. I can't tell someone to take me somewhere. They're not going to take me. That's not how this works. They don't give you free rides. I don't got gas money to be paying someone to take me all the way over there. $20 isn't going to cut it. Gas is high. They're not going to drive me way out there. Like, duh. I already said why I couldn't stay at the shelter my mom is at, Danny. I got suspended because someone called the police and sent them to the shelter and said that I tried to harm myself when I didn't. So then they said I needed an evaluation to come back. They suspended me for 30 days and they said, get evaluated, come back, talk to the supervisor and see if they'll let you back. The supervisor's not going to let me back. The supervisor was going to bring up my social media and lie and say that I was filming on property when I wasn't, because they tried to do that before. She told me, don't film, no social media. And I said, okay. I already knew that. I said, I'm not going to. Then the security comes up to me and tries to say that I was filming. I said, no, I stay in the back until I have to come up front to get the shuttle. So then the security guard was, okay, well, be careful. And then they told me to go sit down after they searched my bag. So I say, here they go. They're going to use my social media. No. If I would have went back, they would have, I already know the situation. I'm not going to go back to have them tell me to my face that I can't come back because of my social media. It's not worth the time that I've already been through to know how that was going to go down. I've already been through this situation. There's no point for me to go back for them to say, well, you can't come back here. Your social media. That's what it was. Now they have this as a reason to use this as an excuse to claim that I was doing social media on property. Because they saw a light post. Light posts that are everywheres, not just in that area. Those light posts are everywheres. A light post trying to say, oh, you was filming on property because we seen a light post. Like, they've been pulling this bullshit for years. They sit here and try to use my social media as an excuse, which has nothing to do with qualifying for anything. None of these housing programs require you not to have social media. That's the stupidest thing I've heard, because if that's the case, then people that have housing should not be on Facebook scrolling through Facebook then. That's literally having social media. That's the stupidest thing I've heard. And if you think that I was going to go over there and they were going to let me stay there and that is just an excuse, you're just as stupid as Trump, because I'm not wasting my time. It's BS. I'm tired of being moved from one program to another because they keep making. I literally, the last place I was at said that they didn't meet her needs. And I'm not explaining about this place. Okay, how am I going to get my own place when I can't even afford to live? If I get a 9-to-5 job to appease you, I'm going to have to find a shelter that will allow me to work so I can live there the rest of my life. Getting a 9-to-5 job is causing me to be broke. Why would I want to live paycheck to paycheck and not be able to afford to live? I'm not going from one program to another to work on myself, to learn to go get a job and not be able to afford to live. You must be crazy. Why does anyone want to rush to go get a job to not afford to live? Not me. I'm not going to be making money for nobody. Just because you want me to go make money for someone else that doesn't even care if you can afford to live. And if you think that is crazy, look up how many people are homeless and have jobs and sleep outside. I watched someone make a video saying that they work a whole 12-hour shift and show that the outside area where they go to sleep every night on the sidewalk, the concrete, because they can't afford to live. There are so many people on TikTok that go to a job that sleep out of their car. So you have to make 3 times the rent. You have to pay first and last month's rent and deposit. They want to ensure that you're making money. Yes, thank you, Cheyenne Divine. I mean, she's not wrong. The way the system is set up is fucked. Yeah, you know why the system is set up that way? People are blinded. They tell you to go run and get a job because that's what the government tells you. The system is fucked because they don't want you to be rich. They don't want you to make money. That's why there's only 1% of rich people. Try to even think about making money. You can't. You go to a job, you're tired. You don't have time to come home and think about starting a business or running or creating a business or how to become rich. You don't have enough time to do a business plan and come up with something that's going to set you financially free. Why do you think they call it a graveyard shift? Graveyards are for dead people. So why are they calling it a graveyard shift? You're not a dead person. They're working you to death. Haven't you ever thought of that? It's called graveyard shift. You're not. It's not about being woke. It's about looking at the world around you. Your zip code is the reason why you can't afford fresh produce. People don't seem to think that because people, this is not being woke. Like, this is what, look around and look at it, right? And this is another thing too that people love to assume. If you're homeless in the streets, you're on drugs. Some of these people have jobs. They're not on drugs. Some of these people work 9 to 5 jobs and still live on the street. They're not on drugs. Not a lot of these people are refusing help. Like, people say, oh, they're refusing help. No, you got a job. They're going to tell you you don't qualify for housing programs. They're going to tell you you make too much. The system is designed for you to not even survive. Housing used to be where they help you with some of the rent when you can't, even if you have a job. Like, this is not just wackadoodle off the brain thoughts. This is not just crazy manic episodes. If you go outside, if you just drive around your city, talk to some of these people. Some of these people are not on drugs just because you assume they are. A lot of these programs like food stamps, people won't be able to get on food stamps if they have a job because food stamps is going to say they make too much. Housing is going to say they make too much. So housing is not going to, you can't get on housing if you have a job. You make too much. Once you get a job, that's when your benefits cut off. Like your health care. Food stamps cuts off. You can't get housing. The system that is set up in place, trust me, I know. That's why that I can't work. I literally can't work because of my disabilities, my things like that. I can't physically work. But if I was to go get a job, then I would be on here begging y'all to help me pay my rent. And y'all would say, well, why do you need help paying your rent? You got a job. Okay, I got a job, but I'm not making enough to pay the rent. Then you're going to use me having a job as an excuse saying you're spending your money on dumb stuff when that's not the case. You don't even take into the account how much bills are. And bills, if I live in a place that's not all utilities paid, I got to pay utilities. That's like what, $300-400 depending on if you get into one of those programs where you only have to pay $50 for utilities. It depends if you can qualify for that program. If not, you're screwed. That's a $300-400. Then I have to get a car because to get anywhere by bus is 30 minutes. And then I have to get up extra early just to get to my job extra early on time because it's 30 minutes to get by bus anywhere. So I have to get a car. Okay, I get a car. Car insurance is not free. Then I gotta register the car. That's another $300 to register the car. Registering a car is not free. You gotta pay $300. So you got car insurance, you got electricity, you've got your car, you got your car payments, right? Anything for the car. Okay, so let's take into the account that I have to pay my phone bill. Oh, bye-bye, phone bill. So how is my job going to contact me if I'm off and they call me to go into work? I got to have a working cell phone for my job to call me. And my cell phone is no longer going to be a necessity because it's either a roof over my head or a cell phone. So what is it? A roof over my head or a cell phone? Bye-bye, cell phone. Oh, and then not only do I gotta take into the account the cell phone, like there's other bills. Now I gotta buy food because, sorry, what's that? Oh, I don't qualify for these programs. And food boxes don't give you enough food for a month. So let's just start there. And they give you food that you have to buy other things to make a whole meal. They don't give you the meat sometimes, so you gotta buy the hamburger meat yourself. You wanna make spaghetti, they give you everything but the meat. Or have spaghetti with just spaghetti sauce, no meat. No cheese. Sorry, that's a luxury to have cheese on your spaghetti. Yikes. Oh, and then I gotta have money saved aside, which is going to be very hard for me to save money in a savings account. If my car breaks down, I don't got money to fix it. Car parts are thousands of dollars. To fix your car is thousands of dollars. Mechanics do not work free. I know a lot of mechanics, right? I know some people that would help fix it, but I wouldn't want them to work for free. To do all of that manual labor for free and be like, sorry, I can't pay you. I'll shoot you some money later, but then never being able to shoot them money later because I'll be stuck in this rat. I don't need a learner's permit. I went driving. That's what you're not understanding. It's not about a learner's permit. Like, I've already been driving. All I have to do is go driving and then take the driver's test. It's not about that. Even if I was to get a car, we have to take into the account how much it costs for a car. To keep a car running, to put gas in the car, gas is high. Like, you don't even realize. I'm not going to take the bus because if I run late to work, then I'm fired. I can't ensure that the bus is going to get me there on time. And I can't ensure a car is going to get me there on time because of traffic. There could be an accident, and then what? Traffic. Heavy traffic. Like, some of you guys, it's not excuses. Look at the way the world is. Just because you think you have it easy, your life is not easy. You think you got it made together and you're so perfect, then I guess you're perfect. You don't got issues. I guess you can pay your bills without any issues. No one should have to, and this is another thing that I'm going to say. No one should have to leave their state to afford to live. When someone says, well, why don't you just move here? It's cheaper. I don't know that place. I don't know that area. I don't know anybody there. Why am I going to move to a place I do not know? just to be able to afford to live. When I should be able to afford to live in my city and state. I shouldn't have to go anywhere else to live. That's the dumbest thing I've heard anybody ever say. You know why? Because everyone else in the world doesn't have to pay what we have to pay. Other countries have health care for everyone that is free, whether you have a job or not. Other places have cheaper housing. I could literally get a house for $300 in another country than here. And I could own that house. I could buy a house for so cheap and own it that I don't have to pay property taxes. You know why? Because other countries are cheap. Why would I want to do that? Why should I have to leave the country to do that? And plus, I'm afraid of flying. That's one. And second of all, I'm not going to a country I don't know, especially if I have to learn a language. You should know at least some of the language before you go somewhere, because you get stuck out there and they know you don't know the language. They'll take advantage of you. You get robbed out there. There's a lot of things that can happen. People need to look up laws and everything before they go to another country. Some people don't even look up the laws. They be carrying things that could put them in like jail or prison for like years in another country. And you don't want to spend time in prison in another country you don't know, because the prisons over there are not like America. They're worse prisons. And you need to know some of the language where you're going to stay, because if not, if they know you don't know any of the language, they'll take advantage of that. They do. They take advantage of foreigners who don't know their way around. You're asking to really get robbed. And I don't want to be stranded in a country with no money, no identification, no social security card because all my stuff got stolen, no birth certificate, and I'm trapped in a country. Then I can't come back. And then I don't have anybody out there that can help me. And to have money sent, it's not easy. Like, if you're in America, when someone sends you money from PayPal or something like that, it's easy. In another country, you're out of luck. You know, and some people have probably lived out of the country and probably can prosper. I can't. You know. In order for you to survive, in order for you to live, you have to have a roommate that can help you pay the bills. And to be 100% honest, I'm not going to live with a roommate I do not know. Because that was another stupid thing people suggested. Go live with a roommate. Jodi Arias. You ever heard of her? I think it was Jodi Arias. The one who unalived her roommate. Yeah. And what if my roommate just up and decides to leave and not pay her half of the rent or their half of the rent? Then what? I'm stuck having to pay the rent, and then I'm facing eviction because someone else didn't pay their half. I'm not going to rely on people. You see the people that show up on Judge Judy. They're suing someone because they left them with half of the rent. That's mostly what a lot of the Judge Judy cases were. I'm not putting my living situation, my trust in someone I do not know. Like, I don't want to live with someone I don't know. I don't feel comfortable. Well, I'm not relying on people because actually, to be honest, the places that I'm at, I'm comfortable with these people, right? Because there's a difference. I'm not with, like, a random roommate and paying bills. It would be different. If I was paying bills and living with someone I didn't know, I'm not putting my trust. It's not excuses, LPS Galaxy. A lot of you are probably underage kids that have your parents pay your bills. When you get into the real world, which I said, this is a 21 plus live. I don't even know why kids are in this live. Kids are trying to tell adults how the world works. Just because your parents pay your bills, you don't know how the world works. Some of you underage people need to get a job and help your parents. They're struggling, and you don't realize that. Sometimes some of your parents don't tell you, you know. And I'm not trying to go back and forth with a minor because I don't argue with minors. Your parents don't tell you you're facing eviction. Some of you could probably be facing an eviction and you don't even know it. Your mom and dad isn't going to tell you that. Imagine you having to go to school and they want to stress you by telling you you're facing an eviction. Like, yes, I do pay my own bills. I pay my phone bill and I pay my storage. I do cameos. I've already got cameo requests that I've fulfilled. My cameos are open, so if anyone wants to request a cameo, please do. I do cameos. I just don't advertise it as much because, you know, people send cameos if they want to. If I say do a cameo, people are going to say, oh, you're begging for money. And it's not even that. I have a cameo. I do cameos. It's open if anyone wants to request. Like, I have been doing cameos. That's how I paid my bills. That's how I paid my storage. That's how I paid my phone bill. I do have a bed. Oh, is it? I just threw this shirt on, but I know I have my Hello Kitty pants on. I just literally said, Haley, that I didn't choose to go to a river and that I don't have transportation to go see my mom. The person who paid for the transportation had money to pay for the transportation to go to the river or lake. Sorry, lake. And I can't ask for someone to take me to go see my mom because I would have to pay gas. They don't just take people wherever they want to go. It's gotta be for program related stuff, like it's gotta be for shelter related stuff, or it's gotta be if I have a doctor's appointment. They're not just gonna take me where I want to go. Like shelters that have like vehicles to take people, like Joy Junction, they just don't take you wherever you want to go. You can't say, hey, take me to California, and they'll take you. They only take you if you've got doctor's appointments, or they only take you if it is related to the shelter. Otherwise, they ain't gonna take you anywhere. Get ready for a date, but I don't have a date, so why would I do that? Like, you don't even have to be in here, Nicole. You could just leave. Telling me, do I ever shut up? Do you? Oh. Okay. Bro, right? Is that guy that made videos, like, pretending to date himself as a girl or whatever? Excuse me. Yes, I do have pants on. Why are you asking? I have my Halloween Hello Kitty pants on. Like, why would I come to a live with no pants on? That's weird. Like, do you not see the orange? Like, look. Like, hello. I had a nightgown on. I didn't have... Like, why would I have pants on under a nightgown? I don't wear pants under a nightgown. It's a nightgown. You're supposed to wear underwear under. First of all, I could close the door and have a room to myself. Like, why do I need to have any pants on? I have a nightgown on. If I have to leave the room for any reason, I have a nightgown on. No one's gonna look under my nightgown. I was in a room by myself. I had my own room. I was not completely naked. Like, that's weird. Thank you for following. Like, do you know a nightgown is like a long dress? Okay, well, if they wouldn't look, then why are you complaining? I was comfortable enough because nobody's gonna look under my nightgown. There was no men. So, it would be different if there was men, of course, you know. Maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. Maybe I would wear something like that. Again, that's all a victim mindset. I don't want to get into that because that's kind of like saying, oh, I have to dress a certain way for men. And that gets into, yeah, that shouldn't be a mentality of people. Women shouldn't have that mentality because they tell you. That's weird. I know a woman could look, but why are they going to look under my nightgown? It wasn't like that. I knew everybody. They're not going to look under my nightgown. Like, we don't do that there. If that was something that was going on, you would have been exited. They don't allow any of that there. That is not something that you can just go do. There are very strict rules. You have to follow them. No, I'm not letting people bully me. They just think they know it, and they don't. They think they know everything. But anyways, the 10% battery came up, so I gotta get ready, go to bed, and charge it for tomorrow. Yeah, because I need to go get some sleep and go finish this episode of this show. Because it, like, stopped working, and then I just let it, and then I'm going to get back on and watch it. I don't know, I canceled my Netflix subscription, and for some reason it continued. It was supposed to have canceled. It is literally like 12:34 a.m. Thank you for the gift coins. No, I did cancel it. It said canceled. And it said what time it was canceling. But then it continued. And I don't know. I didn't pay for it because I didn't have the money. If I didn't have the money for my phone bill, what does that even mean? Can't pay for internet or Netflix. Because Netflix is not important. I gotta pay for my phone. This is where I make the money for my bills. I cannot work. That's another thing that people seem to forget. When you're in certain shelters, you're not allowed to work. Especially if you're working on yourself. What's the point of running to get a job that I'm not going to be able to afford? You don't understand how some of these places work. You get a job, they're going to say, go pay rent. You want to get a job, go pay rent. You got a job, they're not going to let you stay somewhere rent free. They're gonna say you gotta pay rent. You're living here, you're working, you got money coming in, you're not paying no rent. What are you doing with that money? I'm not gonna spend it all, mind you. But even if I saved it to go get a place, I still wouldn't be able to afford next month's rent. Like, these places will not let you live rent free. They're gonna tell you, oh, you wanna go to work? Then go pay bills elsewhere, go leave. You wanna go to work? Go. Find a place to live, because you're not gonna live here rent free. I'm an adult to a certain extent, but when I gotta follow the rules, I gotta follow the rules. There's no, I'm going to do what I want because I'm an adult. I do what I want, and I already know I'm going to be put in a situation where it's not safe. I'm going to be under a bridge. I'm not going to be able to afford to live. I'm going to have my job, not be able to go get a shower when I need to go to work. What am I going to do with all my belongings? Put it in storage? Then I have to trek to storage every single day just to get my personal stuff, because I cannot trust leaving my personal belongings somewhere. I can't camp somewhere and then have who's going to watch my stuff when I go to work? I'm going to tell my mom, hey mom, you got to leave the shelter and come live with me in the streets because you got to watch my stuff. And I can't watch her because she's going to be in the heat. That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, hello. I'm not putting myself in that position. Anyways, like I said, I gotta go. Like, whether you think that that it's just excuses or not, maybe you really need to look at society. Walk amongst your homeless people and ask them questions. They'll really tell you what's up. They're not denying the help to get housing. They're not denying anything. Most of those people you'll be surprised will tell you they have a job. You'll be very surprised. Anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are. We'll see you guys later. I gotta get ready to go watch the show. But yeah, bye guys. Good night. See you later. I gotta go. Bye bye.